Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, where today we are going to be fighting our next boss, but first, I'm going to go get that item that was hanging out with the Omega Rat, because I have remembered, with the help of a map, how to get up there. And we're just going to carefully navigate our way around those slimes. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. One of these little jerks being able to do most of my health with a single attack animation. I do not care for those guys. Okay, right. We can just go straight on through here. And then we go on up. Because it's from up here that we need to get where we're going. Not sure exactly how to get there, but I'm pretty sure I need to go down here through where the dogs are, past one of the butchers, and then we'll find a hole that we can drop down. It was multiple dogs down here, right? Well, that's one, and yeah, there's the other. Hello, dog. There we go. Oh, I hear another one. Oh, is it you? Was it you I heard? Shouldn't have tried to stab it. Should have just done slashes. Slashes work fine. Just gotta hit twice. I say right before trying to stab it again and again. Yeah, stab doesn't even one-shot it, so slashes are superior in that case. And do the butchers stay dead? They must. Yeah, this right here is how we get down to above the Omega Rats area. Because that's exactly where we are right now. So we can wander across there. What's this? Oh, means with the rat. But, like, the rat's not even here, so who cares? I don't. Just gonna... Okay, there's nothing on this side. So let's go get over to the other side. And just for the record, I'm recording this the day after the previous episode. Still not feeling perfect, which is probably apparent in the sound of my voice. And once again, I apologize if there ends up being any sniffling or throat clearing. And in fact, I feel a throat clearing coming on. So let's get that out of the way. There we go. That's better. And now we're going to take this slide. The left side is safe. All other sides are not. But I don't really know why I did that, because I'm going to want to go back up to... Well, I guess because it is faster to get to the bonfire this way. I was going to use a homeward bone, but, like, when the bonfire is this close, I don't really need to. So let's get to that bonfire, and then I am going to go ahead and reverse my hollowing. Just to see which NPC friends are hanging out, ready to be summoned for the boss. And for those not in the know, it's a rather unique design for a boss. Really fascinating. Okay, fine. Wanted to take him unawares, but then he got awares. And now we go this way. Carefully looking above us. We don't want nothing dropping on us. This rat is leading us where we want to go. Very nice of it. And here we are. So I believe... yeah, nothing this way. Maybe if we go past the stairs down... And by the way, I do feel way better than I sound, just for the record. I'm at like 95% better. At least that's the estimate I would make. So, like, I'm not perfect, but I feel pretty close to it. It's just got some still annoying stuff. Ooh, Solaire! Yes, we're summoning Solaire. He is my best friend. And I believe... Lautrec should also be somewhere, but I'm not seeing him. But that's fine, we can have Solaire. Maybe it's because we haven't talked to Lautrec in Firelink. But hey, we got our best buddy. And he's gonna join us fighting this boss. I'm gonna go back to the other ring because the Ring of the Evil Eye does literally nothing against a boss that doesn't have any friends with it. And... I'm also gonna take off this bow, because we're not gonna use it. And I don't know what that does for my weight. Gets us pretty low. But not quite low enough. There is another tier of roll that we can get down to. I think we just hit it. Yeah, that's a good roll. What happens if we take it all off? Okay, so it's no different than what we just had. So we'll use that helm, the black leather armor, alder gauntlets, and hard leather boots? Yeah, I'm gonna say hard leather boots. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Oh well, we're going in with 4 Estus. And with good rolls. Oh, it's a cute little face. But wait. Yeah, it's a bit more than just a cute little face. And you'll also note, if you pay attention, that this thing has got 10 limbs. It's got 3 legs on either side, plus 2 wings on either side, for a grand total of 10 limbs. I don't believe its tail is severable, but, I mean, I'm still gonna just hang out at its tail. Okay, never mind. That was a very, very bad idea. Good to know. At least it's really easy to get back here. We basically just take some stairs down, go through a single rat, and then we're there. The problem is, we're gonna need a bit more humanity now. Thankfully, we've got one of these. Plenty of these, actually. Though I don't want to go using them too often, because then we'll run out, and I will be sad. And I do not wish to be sad. So let's try not being sad. Thanks, Wall. So nice having this roll instead of the heavier one. I think there's 3 tiers of roll in this game. There's one for less than 25%, one for 25 to 50, and then one for above 50% your weight limit. I think that's it. I could be wrong. Okay, let's go find our good buddy Solaire again. And then we will once again take on the Gaping Dragon. This boss did give me a few problems on my first run. I don't really remember it that well, though, so it didn't leave too much of an impression on me. Other than aesthetically. Come on. Can I skip this? Good. It's like, aesthetically, it's a really cool boss. But... Can I get those? Thanks. Ow. So, yeah, I don't think cutting its tail actually does anything, so I'm going to go ahead and not even try. Just going to see if I can find where this guy takes more damage. Looks like those back legs are the way to go. Gonna take a drink just for safety because of how high our health was when we got just one shot last time. I should probably start investing in more health instead of more strength. It's going to be a while before we can make decent use of the Black Knight Greatsword anyway, because we're going to need way more equip load. It always scares me when flying enemies jump, because, like, it's hard to tell where they're going to come down, and when they're that big, you really don't want them to come down on top of you. That's generally bad for your health. Oh, he's vomiting. We don't want any part of that. No vomit for me, please. Solaire, don't die. Ooh, can't even dodge through it. No! Ow. And that's the thing I was saying that I didn't want to have happen. It happened. Ooh, okay, we did dodge through it that time. No, please. Okay. Just not even going to bother locking on because I don't feel like it locks on to useful spots. I miss having Solaire. His lightning was actually doing some pretty good damage. Do I maybe have some gold pine resin I could use? I feel like that could help if I used it, but I'm not about to go digging in my inventory right now. And it's vomiting again. Disgusting. Thankfully, the vomit doesn't reach quite as far as it would have needed to get us. It's going to take a lot more hits to actually bring this guy down, though. Have a little drink. And let's two-hand this, because it's not like we're really using our shield. And it'll make it take, ow, slightly less hits. Have our oh, we're empty. Can't have our last drink, because we already had our last drink. Yeah, that's doing way more damage. Problem is needing to actually get to where we can hit it. As it seems to really like doing that jump attack. Ow, there we go. Okay. That's fine, we can throw another attempt in. So, once more, let's go ahead and use us a humanity. And I saw that we do have some gold pine resin. So let's go ahead and put that right there so that we can actually access it. There we go. Oh yeah, that was a good throat clearing. That feels way better. Just gotta get the mucus off the vocal folds, you know? Thanks, wall. That wall is really good at eating my strikes. From, like, behind me. Now, I don't have to kill this rat every time. It usually runs away. I guess this time it wanted to be a hero. Like, if it runs away, I can just ignore it, but then I'm also ignoring a potential chance at getting a humanity. And I like humanity. Alright, Solaire, we want you to stay alive this time, okay? Can you manage that? I hope you can manage that. We're best friends, and I want to stay best friends instead of having you be dead. There he is. So let's head on in here. Skip the cutscene again. Please. There we go. There's our souls. And it's gonna rush the door, maybe? Or it's gonna... Okay, there we go. Now let's use some of this action. Two-hand it. Oh yeah, that's significantly better. I feel like hitting his little nose would probably do more damage than hitting these legs, but hitting the legs is way safer, I feel. Ow. Let's hit the tail a couple times, why not? Oh, okay, it does do something. I'm glad I decided to do that. And there it goes. It's amazing what a difference that resin makes. And wow, Solaire, you almost died. Good job living, buddy. You're my buddy, and I like when you're alive. And our pine resin just wore off. Good timing, all around. So we can go this way, it looks like. Or no. No, that's too high up. Can't climb that. No way. Is there anything else to be grabbed here? I don't think there is. So we head on down. Except we don't. That's stupid. I'm stupid. That's right, the first time I killed it in my first file I did that. I only just remembered because it only just happened again. So we get rid of this jerk. And he didn't drop nothing. He wouldn't drop anything of use in this game anyway. This game doesn't have torches as a thing. Dark Souls 2 and... No, just 2 trained me like, oh hey, there's a dude with a torch. Maybe he'll drop a torch, which will add torch time to me. Not like I use all my torch time. That's right. We go through this door now that we beat the boss. But first, we go back and get our souls. Because that's a lot of souls to just leave there. No way am I just going to let those sit there and rot. No way. Not going to happen. And in fact, for safety's sake, I dare say I'm going to use a homeward bone. I rarely use these, but now seems like a good time given all the souls we've got. So let's do some leveling. So 1 point of vitality gets us 23. That's not bad. Not by a long shot. But I think I'll still leave it as is for just a moment. Hooray for sneezes. Do I really want to do more strength? I mean, I guess I'll get it to 30. And then I feel like sneezing again for one. But I also feel like I'm probably going to want more resistance at some point. But then again, it doesn't seem to do too much. Wow, I'm sneezing a lot. Feels like they're done for now. Okay. Hang on, before I do anything. Let's just reconfirm our goal here. $32.18. So we can actually get to the 32 strength. And then we're done with that for a long time. And I think we're also going to go ahead and leave our dexterity where it is for some time as well. Simply because until we get more endurance, it's not going to matter whether or not we have the dexterity for the weapon. Because I do not want to go to that top tier of rolling. Because that's just really, really bad. Hello. I didn't intend to lock onto you. I kind of wanted the rat, but I guess it's gone down its tunnel now. As long as it stays gone, I don't care.
Hi, Shemai. We meet again. I'm afraid I don't see it.
Okay, so he doesn't say anything different. Could have sworn one of these had a special effect, but I guess that might have been Dark Souls 2.
Well, that is a shame. But no matter. Come back again. Not every trip. There'll be more in store.
Okay. To Blight Town we go. So the thing about Blight Town is it's terrible. It's not as terrible now as it once was because the frame rate isn't trash. But basically everything else about Blight Town is trash, like in a literal sense. Ooh, and I should have gotten some blooming purple moss. That would have been smart, because there is toxic down here. And these guys are meaty. But if you can knock them off the ledge, then they're not so difficult. Problem is we didn't actually knock him off the ledge. Of course, if you knock them off the ledge, you also don't get anything they drop other than their souls. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. I don't really care about anything he's got, I don't think, beyond the souls. So I don't really mind. So you'll note an item down there. We could just jump on down there. Definitely want to be careful here because there's a bunch of these guys. We don't want to pull more than one at a time. What was that yell about? And what about that yell? And that yell. Stop yelling, maybe? As long as he's not calling friends with it, I don't really care too much about the yell. And I don't know what it was about those sneezes, but they, like, ruined me. Like, I was feeling pretty fine before they happened, but then as soon as they did, it's just like, oh, hey, all of the nastiness in the world is going to come back and just sit on them vocal folds. Okay, for some reason I thought he was going to do the yell again. Was that his weapon that gave us that build up there, or was it... Okay, it was. It wasn't one of the dart dudes who are going to be the worst. As we go through Blight Town. So we just gotta deal with these jerks. Unfortunately, they do come back if you sit in a bonfire. Sit at a bonfire. Sitting in a bonfire would probably not be good for your health. Okay, I guess we gotta go around that way. Must have been one of these little elevated planks that was stopping me. Okay, so from here we could transfer down there, but I believe there's going to be another spot where we can cross over in a less jumpy, downy fashion. Oh, that's right, they can grab you through your shield. Because they, like everything here in Blight Town, have to be terrible. And I really want to drink me some Estus. Thankfully, he just gave me a chance. So you can see some darts coming from the right there. Those are very bad. They are toxic darts. Not just poison darts, toxic darts. Because why would you want to have darts that were just poisoned? There we go, that's that guy down. Yeah, those toxic darts are why toxic is going to be the worst thing in the entire game while we're here. So now that we've actually got a little bit of cover, I know it's a bit of a waste of the Estus, but I like having full health. So now we can get rid of this guy. Hey, maybe stop with the blowing. Stop forever. So it's nice that we got 2 purple moss clumps, but... Whoops. Whoops. I overcorrected there. Like, we landed in a safe spot. Or at least a spot where I wasn't going to fall to my death. But I was like, oh no, I gotta do something. And that something I did was to actually plummet to my death. Good job, me. And you know what? We may have just killed this guy. But I think what we're going to do is actually just go sit back down. Because we're at about the half-hour mark. I'm all phlegmed up from those sneezes. And it's going to be a while before we get to another bonfire anyway. So, yeah. Gonna go ahead and call it here. Join us next time when we actually really set foot into Blight Town. See you then, friends.